Me Beatty with my speech on the life cycle of an exotic snake. Imagine this, a beautiful animal, its body covered in slick green and brown scales. They shimmer in the low-hanging light like pearls. Its eyes are black onyx, dazzling the beholder. But this dazzle quickly vanishes, consumed by lifestyle. It circles its pen, making never-ending loops. Its wonder erodes as tiny black mites squirm under its skin, lifting up each scale and wriggling inside, all unveiled behind a clear plastic wall. This is the point of view of a common pet python, brought to the world through the dark corners of the exotic pet industry. Through an interest and a lot of research, I've discovered that this is the silent, horrific fate of some of the snakes involved. I felt the need to discuss this because we are all involved in this. We are consumers, and who we buy from and what we do afterwards affects the entire playing field. As such, we are in control of the fates of these creatures. We decide whether they live good lives or die helping. With that in mind, I'm going to convince you of the troubles of the exotic pet industry. Let's begin. In the beginning of a young pet snake's life, some are brought into the world by unfit breeders. As much of the people may hope for the best for their future pet's first week of life, but for some this isn't the case. There isn't much regulation on home-based breeders. Author Bukhar Bilger, in the April 20th, 2009 issue of The New Yorker reveals, a spokesperson from the Department of Health made note that there are no laws limiting the number of dogs or cats a person may own, nor is there a prohibition against someone having their pets reproduce. Essentially, this allows people to have copious amounts of animals in small, cramped spaces, such as snakes. This life cycle can be easily found with a quick search on YouTube or Google. When the reptiles are ready to go into their new homes, they can harbor little problems of their own. Some animals can carry disease-spreading ticks. These parasites can bring about Caudiria rumination, or cowdery, bacterium causing heart water and acute disease of ruminants. M.J. Burridge notes in the February 21st, 91st volume, first issue of Cambridge. Although this is one example, the chances that whoever you choose to buy from may allow across-world disease and parasites is present. Even then, the demand for these creatures may be high, but that doesn't mean people are willing to take care of them. Take the invasive Burmese python in the Florida Everglades, for example. One instance was reported as a 13-foot python managed to swallow a 6-foot alligator. Bukhar Bilger of the New Yorker also notes, when snakes become too big or too costly to handle, some people often abandon them. But this has led to snakes to grow and breed, henceforth decimating populations and endangering people. The USGS website, in their Biology and Ecosystem section, includes that non-invasive Burmese pythons are one of the most concerning invasive species in the Everglades National Park. By this point, you should understand the seriousness of this problem. However, these flaws can be solved by the consumers and as a society. A good solution for the individual is to buy from well-established and trustworthy breeders, and to only buy when you're capable of owning a snake. The American Veterinary Medical Association has a wonderful website to help aspiring owners pick what snake is best for them. You can also donate to them to aid in helping injured animals. With consideration for themselves and the animal, the choice can be made logically instead of impulsively. As a society, measures can be taken to prevent unsavory outcomes. We can enforce laws concerning breeding and animal imports. For example, state laws could be passed that require pet owners to spay and neuter their pets, or keep snakes of opposing gender in separate confinements, to avoid unwanted broods. To conclude, we have discussed the negatives of breeding practices, the dangers snakes bring, and the parasites they may carry, and what happens when they are released. Earlier, I narrated the decay of a snake's well-being. This is a possibility for any reptile. If nothing else, let your takeaway be that if you don't wish this life for yourself, Don't let it be something else's. Thank you.